Welcome traders to your NQ and GC live open for the New York live session. I hope some of you guys find me out here today. I'm going to be testing some things out before I roll out a live platform. So I hope everybody's ready. Market's about to open here in just a second. I might be a little quiet. I won't be talking a lot unless maybe somebody's asking me some questions until we see what's setting up. All right, market's open. Tell me what you guys are looking at today. Are we looking at gold or are we looking at NQ? I'm trying to watch both at the moment. As you can see this morning on gold, they swept the 4-hour lows right here. Would have been a great buy. Well, I did get in it here and got a little bit on MGC. Let's hop over here to NQ real quick. See what we're looking at. Looks like they came up and hit one of the precision entry zones already. I wasn't prepared. I was watching gold instead of watching this. So we'll see what happens here. That would have been a good buy if somebody got in on that precision entry zone. ATR's up there pretty high. It's almost, well, it's over 20 on the 1 minute. So might be best to just hold tight for a minute and let things calm down a little bit. Don't get too wild. See if they're going to push us back up into this precision entry zone, or are they going to try to come back down and tag this box down here. Take a look at this on the 5 minute real quick. Let's see. So it's a pretty good rejection out of that box. 40, 50 points. All right. ATR is up to 30. Whole lot of whipping around going on here. I don't really like this right now. Them some long wicks. Might be worth trying to short if they try to tag that precision entry zone again. They try to tag that high, but I don't think they will. They might. You know, if you're ever trading and if you start, you need to think if your heart starts beating faster, you know, say 5 minutes before the opening bell, or maybe as soon as the bell hits, if your heart's starting to beat a little harder, or you're feeling a little different inside, then that means that your emotions are already getting involved, and that you need to think about maybe switching a sim or a paper count, or maybe just stepping back and watching altogether, because there shouldn't be, you shouldn't really have any kind of excitement or blood pressure rising before the market opens. It's just another day. You got to keep your emotions at bay, and don't worry if you miss out on a trade. You know, I mean, there's always going to be another trade all the time. You know, if you missed a train leaving the station, the train's always going to come back around. So can't get excited about missing one move. Sometimes it's the next move that's the best move anyway. I know I miss plenty of moves. If anybody's listening, if the chat's working, let me know in chat, or let me know that you can hear me fine, if you would, please. We're going to hop over here and look at gold real quick. Well, I might be able to do that right here. Try not to clog up my screen since I'm streaming. I usually got more than one chart on there. I have to try to look at it somewhere else. Well, that's not going to work. I'm going to hop over to gold on this chart. I was trying not to get off NQ, but my other chart don't have the drawings on it that I was looking for. I got too many moving pieces during the day, so. All right, so gold done hit this golden pivot. This is a 15-minute trend line right here. I played that in pre-market this morning. This is 4-hour highs up here. Just like it swept into this box. It didn't sweep the 4-hour lows, but it got into the box. So I'm going to be looking, the safest play here, depending on what happens right here around this golden pivot, would be see if they can get up into these 4-hour highs and then reject. So I'll be keeping an eye out for that. That's what I'll be looking for there. Hop back over to NQ. Trying to do too much here. Man, look at all these wicks. I mean, I can teach y'all all day how to lose your money on this right here, on these wicks. I sure can. Yeah, Rich, I switched over to the 2-minute this week, actually. I still look. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got like 7 other 8 charts open, I think, other than the one that we're viewing. But and they're all range from the 1 minute to the 5 minute. I'm sorry. The 1, 2, 5, 15 minute, the 1 hour, the 4 hour, and then I got a couple other things open there. But the reason I'm on the 2 minute live is I've been this week alone. I've been executing on the 2 minute, which is a change for me. I always execute on the 1 minute, but I'm working on a different strategy right now. And so I just been trading the 2 minute for now. As far as the lower time frame goes, I've only been trading the 2 minute. I still take trades sometime on a high time frame chart if something hits. I'm gonna hop this over here to a higher time frame on NQ for us. That way we can maybe look at something on the bigger time frame. I don't know who all watches pre-market prep, but here on the 15 minute, you can see we got the no, you're welcome, Rich. We got these precision entry zones mapped out from this morning. We done tagged this one on the 15 minute. Got to push down. This yellow line is a previous all-time high. Speaking of previous oh no, never mind. I was about to say I need to put one in, but we ain't put a high in a while. I forgot. That's right. I want to see what happens if they drag this down to this precision entry zone right here. Are they going to protect this low? Let me grab my cursor. Might be better for you guys. I want to see if they protect this low in this precision entry zone. If they don't, then all this is in question right here. This box and this pivot, that'll be what we'll be paying attention to. Question is so you're not just jumping into a trade for no reason, is say that you tried to front run this box here with your orders, which I'm telling you now is not a safe idea. Just depends, I guess, on how long you've been trading and what your risk management is. I'll front load, but say that they break through this precision entry zone and they get down here and chop a little bit, come back in here and tag it or tag the bottom. Say they close under it, come back and tag it. Once they close down here, if you want to go short to the next zone, put your order in on this box, maybe up inside the box a little bit, bounces up, picks you up, and then comes back down to this box. That would be the order flow of taking that trade. And if it sets up like that, I'm going to take that trade myself just as an example. So we'll see how that goes if we get there. I'm going to hop back over the 2 minute. This whole profit wave is, well, that ain't a problem. I don't know what I'm going to name that thing yet, but I'm going to give it an FTE name. Something I built and I've also been working with to work in line with the kill zone indicator down here. A big problem with having indicators is a lot of people don't understand not all indicators work well together. If you don't do enough research or understand the indicators that you're using, sometimes you might have 2 or 3 indicators and they're just really working against each other. So everything that I've been building for NinjaTrader and TradingView are indicators that work together. So I'm building this wave here to go, like I said, with the kill zone. Are we going to get this drop down here to the precision entry zone? I think we just might. And I think that I think that I am going to try to buy down here. Maybe. Let me see here. So now this might just shoot through, so you gotta stay safe. I'm gonna put my stop in just below this precision entry zone. See how that plays out. If it comes down there and tags it, who knows? Might make some money, might lose some money. Either way, we're supposed to be learning. That's all I'm here to do. Trying to help people be better. This is a tough game to be in. And when I front load like this, you know, I'll be ready. I'll be ready to start putting in my orders to cover as soon as it gets close to that. Oh, look at this. It might not let me have it. It just won't let me have it. That's okay. We're going to leave it sitting there. You know, like I said, the train might leave the station without you, but it usually comes back around. Maybe not necessarily on the same trade, but it'll be back around. Just going to have to find the next one. Gold's not doing too much. It looks like it's coming back on the 15-minute trend line. Something I'll be watching to see if it wants to reject there off the 15-minute. It's not very far from it. About 3 points. And then we'll be I might be thinking about taking a trade there. We'll see. You know, it being a Friday, you would almost think that they was going to try to drain this off again. Just Friday seemed to be a good day for that. We ATR's down about 16 or so on the 1 minute, 23 on the 2 minute. You know, if we can break, if we break this box down here, you know, I think that I might ought to be short here. We'll leave the orders there for now just to see if we I think this is gonna pierce through that, but I'm gonna leave it there. We'll see. Maybe we might get a bounce there, but I think this is still gonna go down. We'll see. Not looking real good. Not looking real good at all. I put that sell in because I thought that was about to pick that up. I'm not trying to short right there. But I was getting ready in case it popped down there and then popped back up. See how close that is, that order? It missed me by $1. And just like that, that's how the train leaves you, sitting at the damn station. $1. and then it pops all the way up to, well, whatever. That would have been a good little play right there had it picked that up. And then could have, rotated to the next account. We're gonna leave it there. We're gonna leave it there, though. Who knows? Maybe the bus is or the train's gonna return to pick me up. But this time it'll probably blow through it, hit my stop probably. That'd be all right too, though. But you can't chase. I mean, a lot of people, they wouldn't have got picked up right there, and then they would have thought this was it. They sucked this candle up. They'd have been done buying up in here, thinking it was about to turn around. And now look, here we come, going back to train station already. It's almost like a tease right there, Thing's got me over here sweating. I'm just kidding. Now what's it trying to do? I think it's going to pierce through it. You see how it's down here acting crazy like that, and the ATR is getting lower, so I might as well just go and accept my loss. Oh, well, how about we put an order in up here, see if it wants to drop back up there. See, if this thing can start pulling against me, I will automatically move my stop into place a lot of times. And then if it comes back and gets me, at least I got out a little bit. But we're going to see if the bottom of this box is going to protect us. Don't you do it. Look how close that wick got to that. It tagged the bottom of that precision entry zone right there. All right. Oh well. $75. Snapped out of it. I wasn't liking the way that it looked, and so I had to move my order. And I think it's going to pierce through there. And if we can close below this box pretty good, like if we can drop down 5 points or so below this box and then get a retest of that box, it might be worth taking a short trade to the downside. Maybe targeting this next precision entry zone, which will be about another 50 points or so. So we're gonna let this play here and see what happens. It's about to close right here, reopen, and see what it does. If it comes back into the box, matter of fact, I'm going to put an order in right here and right here and see if this we get the push on down right here. Looks like gold went up to the 15-minute trend line and rejected. I wasn't paying attention. Let's see how that plays out in a minute. Well, it don't look like it came back to get me. Well, darn it anyway. Now, see, this is one of them ordeals right here, because where this got to, as far as this came, I don't know that I'd be willing to play a retest short on this box yet, because they could. What if they get down here and tag this precision entry zone or this pivot, and then V this straight back up? It may not reject here. It may just pierce right through it. High speed. All aboard. Going forward. They're going to be just charging through. It's a possibility. We'll see. It is Friday. They could drag us down all day. And, you know, you have to play it careful with getting your bounces and all that if you try to play long. If you try to counter trend trade, you got to be real careful with your entries and have a real good understanding of the structure and what your game plan is before you even take the entry. I'm not even looking at the screen. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't even see it got down in that precision entry zone. I was trying to type, and I can't even do that right, I don't think. Oh, I guess it did work. I just didn't press the right button. All right, golden pivot play. What we got going on here? Is it talking to us? We're about to find out. I don't know. Let's see here. Golden pivot. Well, we're going to give it a try. We'll see. Although we got this imbalance zone down here, I don't know. Let's see if we get a bounce off of this. No, I don't like that. Order submitted. We'll see. ATR's around 15 on the 1 minute, 22 on the 2 minute. Gold got like a $5 rejection or better off that trend line, which $5 move, that's all I look at for in gold. Have most of the time, at least at a time, I'm looking for 5 points. Well, we better move that into place. Come on, push. Well, we took another 100 right there, so we're going to leave our other order there, see what happens. It didn't try to push very hard right there, so we'll see. Order filled. Uh-oh. What are we gonna do? Order filled.
submitted. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Well, this ain't working out too well. Let's see if they tag us in balance zone here before trying to go back up.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
See if they try to fill some of this in balance zone, pick up some more of these orders. If not, I put a stop down there to stop me out. Here it is Friday. They're trying to drag it to the downside.
Order filled. Order filled. Order submitted.
Come on. Hop back up.
Order filled. Order submitted. Order filled.
All right. Nope. Move that into place.
Order filled. Order canceled.
Wait and see if we get this push here. I'm gonna follow this with this last stop. You know, I'm gonna leave it down here. We might not get the push, but I mean that's you just watch me manage that trade in real time on NQ, and how I had all my orders set up. I mean, I got hit. I stopped out. I don't know what my P&L is going to be yet until I sell this last contract, but I can tell you I'm going to be in the green. So we'll see. This might be a good push here. I hope I might have my stop too tight. Might need to give this room to breathe since it filled that imbalance zone. This may go ahead and take off and give us a pretty good drive to the upside. But I might get stopped out here, which will be fine too. I could always re-enter the trade, but I would like us to get this live drive here while we're live. You know, big drive back to the upside. That would be nice. Same things that I show in my short clips. That way y'all can see it in real time. Looks like we might get it. Buyers are stepping in. See how hard they step in. See if we can get above this golden pivot. If we do, could be on. I think we should target this next precision entry zone at the very top. It's up here, 700 or 800 area. We'll see. We're going to need to get some more buyers in here though. They need to push this hard if they're going to get it up there. See if that golden pivot can protect it. No, don't come back down. Go back up. Come on. It's always about knowing these key levels in the structure where you might find, especially on these big drops like that, you know, and I wouldn't have known that there could be a turnaround there had I not spent the time to go back and find the imbalance zones to draw in and see where it might happen at. All right, we're out. I only ended up in the green a couple $100. That's fine with me though. Even though I took them hits as it was coming down, I was able to still come out on top. That's all that matters to me. I was hoping for a bigger push than that, but I'm going to buy back into this right here because I have a feeling that what we're going to see is we're going to see this thing turn around and try to make a V up, at least a bigger bounce than that. But still going to put these stops in here just to be on the safe side. And then we need kill zone indicators turning on all my charts. I'm going to mute myself real quick, everybody, because I need to take this call, and I'll be right back. Hello, am I back, guys? Sorry about that. The wife called. Had to take that. She never calls me during the day. I thought it was an emergency, and it wasn't. Now, this right here is why I bought back into it, looking for this drive, something like this. It's still not pushing as hard as I would like. But, you know, green is green. You know, you got to take what you can get. You got to take what they'll give you.
Order filled.
Well, I'm out of that. All right, so that account there is up to 610. I'm going to be fine with that, so I'm going to rotate out of that account. You know, this ain't about, this is about working your way up with base hits. You know, you don't have to get big days every day. I think I'm going to focus a little more through this year. I'm going to focus a little more on trying to take base hits as a whole and rotate more accounts. And see, and maybe even start a little challenge with that. See who wants to do that and how many people we can get on board. You know, I'd be happy to take several accounts, rotate them out, because if you can get you several out there and rotate them and just make a few $100s a day, I mean, that's what it's all about. Let me see here. I'm so focused doing this live, I've not been paying attention to gold. Oh, and well, it got that good little drop off that 15-minute trend line, and now it done pierced back through. You know, let's jump over to gold real quick on this chart and just see her micro. I don't even know if I got the trend line drawn on here. Drawn. I know drawn ain't a word. Y'all don't give me any slack about that. Drawn ain't drawn on there. Let's see here. So I didn't move this trend line on this chart. If you look at my trading view chart, it looks a lot different. Oh, never mind. This is a 2-minute chart. We're not even looking at the 15. You know what? How about we do this? All right. So what I was looking at was this trend line over here on, let me grab my cursor. Y'all won't understand what I'm doing. Right here, we got this trend line on this 15-minute chart. We got the rejection here. Nice big candle. And this is the thing about gold. I mean, look at how it just turns around, puts in this big old candle, closes above 15-minute trend line, and now wicks way up here and doing this mess right here. We're going to pop this out real quick. Let's hop this 15-minute chart out. So with gold, we're going to be looking at somewhere up around the 635 to 640 area. See if they get the push there. But first, they're going to have to take out this 630 here, right in here. But I'd be looking at 635 to 640. Got too many moving pieces over here. How you guys doing today? Have you taken any trades yet? How'd you do on them? It's going to take me a minute to get used to having so much going on at one time while I'm trying to stream. I'm sorry, guys. Old Nikki, just one trade so far. Is that the one you got the $75 on? Let's get back to NQ. See what kind of action I've been missing. I appreciate that. It's just a lot. I'm just so used to, yeah, I'm just, sitting here by myself and got, I only use 3 screens, and then I got, chart after chart and open windows and everything else. And, just when you're used to a certain workflow every morning, when the market opens, and I completely threw it for a loop today, you know, because I want to test out this live trading ordeal and see what we're going to try to do going forward. Try to help out as many people as we can. So it looks like we just dropped down into the imbalance zone again on NQ, and tag the bottom of that box again. Tells me I better start looking at what's below that, because we might keep going down. So we got another precision entry zone from 680 to 690, and then we got another big imbalance zone under that. I'll switch mine to the 15-minute for you guys. How bad is it lagging, or is it keeping up pretty good? I don't know if I need to adjust any kind of settings inside the live stream itself. I can't really see that from my side, whether it's lagging or not. Right, 8 seconds. 8 seconds ain't too bad. I'm gonna look into that. I don't know how on point I can make it, but I'll try my best to get it. I know that there's gonna be some no matter what. I just don't know what the norm is. I switched mine over to the 15-minute chart on NQ because I wanted to see what we're looking at to the downside, because now we're below the golden pivot. We're inside the imbalance zone. I said we had that precision entry zone from 680 to 690. We got another imbalance zone down here that is from, say, 655 or so to 670 or so. That's where that imbalance zone is. So the NQ ATR is around 16, and but from 16 to 23 on the 1 and 2 minute. The 15-minute is at 51. So NQ looks like it's going to try to drop down into this precision entry zone, and I am going to put some orders in. Let's see here. We're going to put one in, putting my first one at 685. I'm going to put another one right here at 682.
Order submitted.
And I guess I should maybe switch back over to the 2 minute.
Order submit. Order failed. Order failed. Order submitted. Order failed. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order filled. Order canceled. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order canceled. Order canceled.
Well, I got knocked out there. But I don't foresee this to be the turnaround spot. It might be, since we went through the precision entry zone and swept down into the imbalance zone a little bit. Maybe we can get one more push down. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Down in the imbalance zone. Need to make up for that I just got hit on. Gold looking a little dangerous to be trying to trade. It pierced through that 15-minute line and got up to 624 and just got slammed down to 604. And then turn around and come halfway back. That's not how gold's chopping around too much. I'm gonna leave these orders down here hanging out in this imbalance zone for now for a little while. And then I'm gonna put some stops here under them just in case. Looks like we're gonna get a drive up, it's looking like. But now we need to be looking if this can keep trying to drive up here. You know, I might could be trying to play a break of structure right here at 700. See what kind of, if we find some momentum here. See if they can break 700, maybe come up here to this imbalance zone, maybe place an order back down here around 700 for them to retest the break of structure and get filled maybe. Or they might just turn around and take us back down in that other box. It is Friday. They have been dragging it down, which we discussed in pre-market prep. You know, that was an ugly start to the day with all them wicks up there, and then the trading station was gone. All right. They might be finding some buyers here, it looks like. So I'm going to place my order right here. And I'm going to place my stop at, might get left behind right here, it looks like. We'll see. See if it returns. No, we're at another break of structure. That would be a cleaner if they can break this up here. That would be a cleaner break of structure to take. I'm going to move this to this spot right here. And then see if we can get tagged for a bigger drive up.
Order filled.
Dang, did I have two? I didn't even realize I had two orders sitting there. I need to pay better attention what I'm doing. Dang it. It's all right. I'm gonna let it play out.
Order filled. Order filled.
If I ain't careful, I'm gonna be blowing his eval. Wasn't even paying attention. Nope, not doing that. Well, that ain't gonna work. Now I have to rotate out of that account. Come back to that. Looks like they're gonna try to pull this on down some more. We're gonna go break a structure continuation to the downside, it looks like, if they don't try to bounce this here. So or did they just protect this low? They might try to protect that low and take it on up. Well, what's everybody doing today? Is there anybody on here that's made some solid trades so far in the open? Other than me and Nikki? Are we going to get the bounce that we're looking for somewhere down here? Is this consolidating for us to get that move to the upside? Sure is what it's starting to look like if they don't take out this low right here. Oh, wow. Man, did we miss the move on gold. Wow. Yeah, what a move. I'm hoping that the bottom drops out on NQ right here. And then really need to target this precision entry zone down here. Be looking at almost another 100-point drop if they can take this low out, probably. So we're in it. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna need a pretty good drop anyway. to make up for the hit I took a minute ago in this account. See if I can wait it out. I think things might get ugly, but I need to try to protect my gains. I hope this breaks below this imbalance zone here and that this thing don't protect it right here. Wonder what kind of news come out or why gold just took that drop like that. I mean, that's a lot for gold to move. That's more than it's moved all week in 10 or 15 minutes at one time. I thought we'd get a little harder drop at NQ took that low out right there. Not really liking the way this is moving. It's not dropping fast enough for me. Oh, that figures. Old Trump is speaking. I'm gonna go and put this. Wow. And get out of this trade. I don't think that's gonna work the way I wanted it to. Look at this drop in gold real quick. See, we got imbalance zone down here. I don't know what that is down there. I don't know why I draw that on there. Trying to watch here on this gold play. When this thing pops, it's gonna pop, and then it should like take off. We find some support, some buyers in here, and this thing's probably gonna move pretty fast. Ouch. I barely managed that. See what kind of pop we get here. Looks like it wants to turn around right here, but one contract in gold. See what we can get out of this. This is out of the eval that I was in that I took the hit on an NQ. I should be about break even, I would think, now. Switch this over to MGC. If gold can get the push that it needs. Looks like it wants to chop around a bit down here. I don't know why this thing is setting my orders on 3. This ATM is supposed to be set with 1 contract and it keeps buying 3. I'm gonna have to adjust this thing. It's killing me. So now we're in this gold trade, hoping to give it enough breathing room for it to actually go somewhere. Wow. I wish we would have been watching gold when it started to drop. We would have got a good trade there. We'd have been in that pretty fast had I been keeping an eye on it the way I usually do. Oh well, you win some and you lose some and you miss some. It's all part of the game. So I got one account down $855. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 in the green and I got 1 in the red. I have to come back to that maybe before the end of the day and mess with it. I feel like this gold is sitting down here under this pivot just keeps rejecting off that S2 pivot. If we can break above that S2 pivot maybe and close and see what it does, might be worth taking a trade there. It's a lot of movement that gold can do if we can get back to the upside, if we find the buyers down here, which is what we need on the gold. ATR is kind of high on gold right now for gold. It's at 6 on the 1 minute and almost 9 on the 2 minute. Excuse me. Patiently trying to wait and see.
Order filled.
Let's see what we can do here above this pivot. Really looks like it wants to move. It throws my stop in just under the S2 pivot. This ATM I got built on for gold for micros is to buy one contract, and it's a 5100, so it'll be a $50 stop loss and a $100 take profit. If it looks like it's going your way, you know, you can always move the sale limit up here up once if it's going your way and hits 50 points, then the stop will start trailing. I think I got it set to trail at 30 points. And then, you know, like if this thing could really get some legs under it and start moving, then I would move my sell limit up until it looked like I thought maybe we was going to hit a spot that we might find some rejection or some downside. They're fighting to push this back up. It's slow with gold, but it looks like that's what they want to do. So we will see what happens here. I mean, this is just a ATM and strategy I've been working with on gold, and that's why I've been focusing quite a bit on it. You know, this is more so for because it's not as hectic as NQ, and then you roll these evals into a funded account. It's easier to gauge and manage gold, I think, than NQ or MNQ myself, and build better risk management around it. And you get in them funded accounts, you get, I mean, everybody's different. If I can get a couple $100, $200-300 in them funded accounts a day, I'm happy with that. You know, them big numbers you see me push out are usually going to be on an eval. My risks are a little bit higher, and I'll probably never trade that way. If we're live streaming, I'll do that on the back burner because I don't want anybody to be trying to follow what I do. And you know, that just is what it is. This is more about teaching and understanding and education. Oh man, I forgot to move my stop. See, I wasn't even looking at the screen. You see how my stop's trailing with that? And then I move mine because I'm trying to capitalize either way. If I get stopped out right here for whatever versus what it would have been hitting that limit up there, I'm still going to try to give it breathing room so that I can make as much as I can to the upside. And then if it stops me out, it stops me out. I'm happy with it either way. But I'm hoping we get a real good spike right here or something. We got it's going to stop me out, watch. But 585 is where it should get to. Yeah, stop me out. About 585 or so. On this little push, you would think it would get there. Looks like EK joined the chat. What's up, EK? Good to see you, man. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're finding some clean trades today, but let's see. I got stopped out of that gold trade already. I don't know. I was copy trading that. Let me see. Let me find my copy trader. It don't matter. I'm not in it. So let me find this. I think I hit that for like $100-something with that one contract on that. And so there on all those accounts we're copy trading, they're all sitting pretty good. So I'm going to stay away from those accounts the rest of the day. And at least I need to anyway. And I'm going to switch over to Tradeify select account eval and see what we can do here with that. Gotta find these. I got too many windows open. Let's see. OEK here. It's got a yep. Scalping. He's scalping 1-2 micros. You scalping on MNQ, or are you trading some micro gold as well? Some MGC, or I can't remember what everybody's trading. I don't think there's very many people in the Discord, I think, are trading gold. I think there's only might be a handful. MNQ. Good job. Good job. I hope everything's working out well for you, you know, and things are coming together. Understanding more. He said no MGC for him yet. We'll get you there. We'll get you there. Believe it or not, I don't know, it's easier to manage for sure. Although yesterday, well, I wasn't on yesterday. I didn't even do pre-market prep. I had something I had to take care of. I got on, I think, yesterday for about 15 minutes at market open. Shouldn't have done that. I had to go somewhere. I had business to take care of, and I traded for like 15 minutes on MNQ at the open, and I made like, I think, $400 in 2 different accounts, and then I had to leave. Yeah. I agree with you there, EK. You're going to want to definitely, it's better to focus on one instrument for sure. Get comfortable, feel comfortable with it. The tools that you might have in your toolbox, or anything that you might be using out of the system that we use, or anything that you've learned, work on processing those on what you feel comfortable with for sure. And then maybe expand from there, and maybe not. I mean, I kind of thought I was just going to stick with NQ more than likely, period, just because I had liked the volatility in it. But then I've always watched gold and traded it a little bit, but now I'm starting to focus more than I was on it, because I'm just trying something new with a strategy. I think that trading maybe micros and gold might be safer for funded accounts versus evals. And then, of course, I've passed several evals using minis in gold, because you can pass, if you got evals somewhere you can pass in one day. I passed a bunch in one day, let's just say 3 or 4 minutes or less with gold, if you find the right play. So you're 100% right, though. It's all about consistency. Keeping your emotions at bay, You got to keep your emotions at bay. I like 5 cons on MNQ as well, but with gold, with micros and gold, right now I'm mainly working with just one con in gold, or in MGC, and I got my ATM set at a 5100, so if I stop out, I lose $50. If I hit my target, I make $100. And the reasoning for that is because, say that I take a good trade, but not all good trades win. They can go against you, and say that I lose. Well, I only lost $50. And then let's say I take a second trade and I hit my take profit of 100, then I'm $50 in the green instead of still trying to get out of the red. And that's kind of the motto I've been taking with this little ordeal I'm working on with gold right now. I have taken 5 with MGC with this same setup, because in a $5 move, that's $250. But then it's hard to keep your risk tight trading 5, because if you lose, if it goes $5 against you, you're 250 in the red. So right now I'm just going to use the 1. I feel better with the 1 because in my eyes, it's not really so much about having 1 or 2 funded accounts and making, $1,000 a day in it, or 500 or 800 or 2,000. That's not what it's about. To me, it's about having, let's say, 10 or 20, possibly even, let's say, 30 funded accounts and making $200 a day in them, and just taking 1 payout a month from them. Think about that instead of focusing so much on 1 account with big numbers. It's easier to take base hits than it is to find them big plays. I mean, I can find them plays almost every day on NQ that can pay you pretty good, but it's hard to keep your risk tight, because if you mess up one time, it's like you spend the rest of the day trying, either you don't trade that account no more and come back the next day, or you spend the rest of the time trying to get that one back to break even. And that's not fun, and that does a number on your mental game and everything else when you're trying to be profitable. So that's where I am with that. That might have been a little too much. I'm sorry. Sometimes I start rolling and sometimes I even get off topic. So just about trying to help people, and I'm not even paying attention to what's going on. I hadn't even looked at NQ again. Let's see here. NQ. Well, I'm really trying. All right, I need to quit looking at gold anyway, because I'm done trading those other accounts. So let me switch back to, let me get on MNQ. See, I don't think that my chart is marked up for MNQ the way that all my other ones are. All right, so this is NQ. Let's see what we're looking at here. I'm gonna try, let me see what my MNQ chart looks like. I don't know if there's any drawings on it. No, there's not really any drawings on it. Oh well. No, I don't need drawings anyway. Let's let me switch my ATM to we're gonna try this one here. It's set to 5, and we're at about a break of structure zone right here on the 2-minute. Yeah, well, there's so many tools that one can have in their toolbox. There's I think when you're rotating accounts, that you're not necessarily always going to find the exact setup that you're looking for, and that you are going to have to sometimes possibly, I don't really want to say scalp, but I guess it's I don't know. I guess it's considered scalping maybe. There's ways to rotate them and take other trades that are safe. Maybe they are, we'll call them, they're not A plus setups. Maybe they're anywhere from a C to a B plus setup you might find. And you just got to know where your risk is at when you start doing that, because I can rotate through a bunch of accounts in one day. I do it all the time. But yeah, you got to be fast, and you got to be quick. It's definitely harder to do such a thing when the volatility's down. And in low ATRs, it's just hard to do anything, And I ain't gonna lie, I'm copy trading again. As much as I copy traded for quite a while there for some time when I first started doing futures, got away from it, just started rotating my accounts. Now I'm starting to copy trade some of these funded accounts again, and that's another reason I'm doing it on a smaller scale. Don't want to risk trying to blow them up, So that's kind of what I'm doing with MGC. Anything I'm trading over, copy trading's funded. So, and I put like $400 or $500 something in them today, and that's fine. That's even more than I expect in them accounts right now. But that's where it landed, and so you take it for what it is. I set my mind on, well, if I can get a couple $100, great, and hey, if I end up with more than that, that's a tremendous day if you double what you expect to put in it. So that's why I said, well, I need to switch back over to the NQ chart and get away. That way I don't even mess with any of them accounts again today. And don't be over trading. That's the worst. And we're all victim to it. And them ones I'm doing on gold, I am doing five accounts over there on gold with this strategy. I still have some that I save for some evals and some funded for NQ and MNQ. But 5 over there with gold for now, anyway. See, it don't look like we're gonna get the don't look like we're gonna go much higher here on NQ. Maybe, we'll see. Still below the golden pivot, so and really there's not a trade on deck. I mean, right now would be one of them times when you end up scalping is in between A plus setups. You can see that there's money to be made, and so you start scalping. I'm not gonna say, I mean, some days it's okay, and other days it's not such a good idea, And I really think it depends on how many accounts somebody has on what they need to be trying to do. And you don't have to trade every account every single day. I know I don't. There's some days where I'll go 2 or 3 days before touching a set of accounts again, because you start trying to push, you can't make the market give you anything. And you start hunting or pushing to try to make it through all your accounts, that's when they start disappearing from your list. I mean, you lose them one after another, trying to force things that aren't there. You just need to stay calm and let it be what it is. There's always going to be another day. That train's always going to come back to the station. what's important is, are you at the station waiting to be picked up? If you're forcing things, there's a good chance you won't be at the station because you don't have anything to trade. I like being at the station every morning or every evening when the Asian London market opens up. I try to be sometimes. I think I'm gonna call it here, guys, for myself on this live stream for today. If I do a room, it's probably gonna be about an hour and a half long or so right now. Plus, I got some other things I need to take care of, but I enjoyed being here, and I appreciate all you guys that joined today and checked it out and hung out with me. And it's Friday, so I hope everybody has a great weekend. And we're going to start, well, never mind, I can't say that live online. Everybody just stay sharp today, stay safe, and let the trades come to you. And if they don't come today, hey, we'll be back at it Monday. And I will see you guys in Discord. I will still be around today for the most part, but I'll just see you in Discord. If you need me, holler at me in Discord. Y'all have a great day.